I gotta get these rinsed. Seem the most effective, but hey, it's Maria from Still Dreaming Homestead. Time to make grape juice. So I just showed you the baskets of grapes I have, and I'm going to show you the setup for the steamer juicer. It is a wonderful product. I should have showed you the box. So as you can see in this box, it has 3 parts. This bottom part holds the water. The next part will have the juice, and then the top is a strainer basket that will have the fruit, in this case, grapes. Since my basket, or my sink, is filled with baskets of grapes that I just finished rinsing, I'm going to show you how I really have to do it. So I want you to look at this. Can you see the bottom of my pan? Very black. I scraped and scraped last year. That is such an easy part to get a little absent-minded, and last year I did so much juice, and it runs dry, and then it scorches, and that's a big mess. So what I'm doing now, heating up more water in the microwave. Looks like I'll take another one. Took 2 more. So the next part looks like this little funnel thing, and a hose, and it slips into a slot. The juice will come out of this hose, but I don't want it to come out before I'm ready. So I've got these little pincher things. I like to use 2. And the reason is, I do not want any juice coming out when I don't want it. So it's ready with 2. Okay, I'm going to put the first load of grapes in my basket. This is nice. You don't have to worry about stems or anything. You just put it all in there. Holds a lot, by the way. I have my juice jars in the dishwasher right now. Looks like this is going to take about half of a basket. Of course, this came from our own little vineyard. I guess I never called it that before. Now that's a nice load of grapes. This process is really, really simple. So put the grapes now on top of this. I put on the lid. It's as easy as that. So as always, I'm sterilizing my already washed juice jars, and I save them. So I'll go ahead and pull one out, even though it's going to be scalding hot. So just a second. these about 3 years ago. I went to Grocery Outlet and they had organic apple juice in these glass jars, and for some reason it was marked down to 99 cents. So they have these rings inside of them, the rubber thing. Anytime you get a jar like that, it will reseal. So I've used them many times, and it'll be just like that, sealed with hot grape juice. Back in the washer. Okay, it will take a little while for the steam that will build up in that middle one, or in the very bottom one, to come up through everything and begin making the grapes split open and the juice pour out. So I'll probably just come back later and show you. This is really a busy time of year for the harvesting. All my Concord grapes were ripe and ready to go, and I was so glad to be able to get out early yesterday morning. Well, that's probably an exaggeration. I was glad to get out early in the morning when it was cold yesterday and pick them before all the yellow jackets got there, because they have been sucking the juice, and that's just part of it, and that goes on. I also picked plums, some Moyer type plums. They're really large, and my apples and some small ones that are very similar in taste to a Santa Rosa. So I've got all these things to begin processing, although I'm eating plums as fast as I can. And I'm trying to debate whether I'm going to make a little more applesauce or if I'm going to make some apple juice or mix it with the grape juice. It's a really, really easy process, and it makes a great product. Things are going up, and they just keep going up everywhere we go, and I don't see any stop to it. Now, a lot of it is going to be because of cost of transporting things and of the equipment on the farms and stuff. So if you have any place that you can grow anything in a pot, if you're in an apartment, you can grow lettuces and those type of things pretty easy. I suggest you do. Now, it's the Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah, I think they call it. And so I can plant again products, but it is really late for me to get a product in. I may go pick up a few little lettuce plants and just see if they do anything in the greenhouse. That's how they'll have to grow. Now, gas prices, I don't know what they're doing in your area, but in our area, it went like 64 cents higher in a single week. That's crazy. So when I heard that they were going to go up again, naturally I came home with a near empty tank of gas, just because Jason and I had been to an appointment a long ways away, and we were gone 11 hours. It's a long time. So I figured I'm just going to go get it in the morning. Well, by morning it had jumped another 25 cents a gallon. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world at all. But I do wish that I'd been able to get it. And by the way, my hair looks really crazy. This is how I curl my hair. So after a few hours, I'll take this off and my hair will have nice little waves. So I just encourage you, do what you can. Fill up your gas tanks. When you go to the store, check and see what's available. That's how I've done most of my stockpiling. I mean, there's definitely some things that I know I'm always going to use. I'm going to always use coconut milk, and I'm going to use olives and green beans, some other beans. And so I keep those type of things, corn. I keep all of those things pretty well stocked. When I find a good buy, I grab several. I don't necessarily try to wipe out the whole, shelf of them, although I've come pretty close when it was coconut water and I hadn't been able to get it for a long time. But if you're able just to grab an extra thing or two, a good thing to always try first is rice. It's cheap. Get an extra pound bag of rice or 2 of those, and maybe whatever type of bead that you like. Those things are really, really cheap, and they are a good start to a meal. Then if you have enough, you can get a few cans of vegetables or fruit. Another thing that's really good to have, and I've been making my own, is broth. Broth is a great thing to have on hand. It's for so many things. If you want to make gravy or soups or chilies, whatever you'd like to make, it's a really nice idea to have broth. So, there's vegetable and there's beef and there's chicken and there's turkey. Pick what you like. So the other thing you might think about is paper products. What do you need for paper products? Do you need, an extra package of toilet paper? We don't really need paper towels. They're very handy. But do you want some paper towels? I use cloths for a lot of things because I have a washer and dryer here, and it's not very hard to wash those things. So just be thinking about what you can do, because it doesn't appear that prices are going to be going down anytime soon. I feel so sorry for the truckers. These fuel prices are just killing them. And it's making it where we're going to have more shortages. There's just no way around, because they are not all making enough money to pay for repairs on their vehicles. It's taking it in fuel, and they got to keep up those vehicles. So be praying for them, especially be praying for our country and for the world. And let's all join together. I'll go look and see if we have any juice started yet. Well, it's steaming really good in there, but there's no juice formed yet. So I will just have to do a really short video of that later, because I don't know how to edit. I'm hoping that when I get to see my my grandson Kirk from Perry Penguin, that he will teach me how to do it. I think I might get to see him in December. I'm very excited to get to see the whole family. So it's Maria from Still Dreaming Homestead. I want to pray blessings on you and yours, in your house, out of your house, in the day and the night. And whatever you do, keep dreaming.